Hey, everybody. If you offend easily, then I'd like you to go and watch something called the Kentucky Fried Movie. If you don't know, but if you do know, don't say anything. Let let those that get offended easily get some true training. How about non-sensitivity training? Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, I ended up making a decision. You know, been sitting here with my sister refusing to talk to me. And when I say sister, this is a this is someone who adopted me, sister from another mister type thing. And she's at a point where she refuses to speak to me. And I was doing yoga the other day when it suddenly hit me that this is the third time she's kicked me out of her life for a year or more. And that's around the time I realized that I'm not actually wanted in her life. You don't get mad at someone and kick them out for that long. Like, that's excessive. Yes, I understand that I can get intense, but y'all, we're talking like a year or more. And you know, that's something my actual family would do. Is they kick me out of their life for years. And I'm not okay with being treated like that. So, yeah, that's a sister. Must be. Acts just like my family. But I told her I didn't want to be her friend anymore. Because there's always that part of us that needs the other person to know we're walking away. And that's what it had dawned on me is she got mad at me because I was trying to push her away for a while. And her punishment was to push me away for a while. Now, I was going through a point where I really needed my sister, and my sister got mad at me for it. And I responded by getting mad at her drinking problem and wanted her to go away because I was tired of her drinking problem, and she got offended about that and decided she needed to be the one to do it first. Okay, you did it first, and you did it last. I mean, all I'm doing, I'm not pushing you out of my life. I'm just locking the door behind you when you went. You know, you did this to me. This is the third time you've done this to me. And you know, and I'm sorry I'm dwelling on it. I just, the end of an era kind of weighs on a person, you know? And you know what? I wonder if I keep picking friends that do that to me because of my family. I don't know, something to think about. Y'all, I'm not wanting to be on this tangent. It just happened to be what was on my mind when I started the video. So let's get rid of that. Another someone I used to know would call it, Control Alt Delete, clean the board. Okay. I just got done with a medical procedure that took multiple days. Of prep. So if you know, you know. And it's so nice for that to be done and over, but it sucked to do that for my birthday. Okay. So, speaking of birthday, I'd like to get into another tarot deck that St. Alan got me for my birthday, because he got me two, and I promised y'all I would show y'all the second one. Okay. So, this one has just gorgeous artwork, and it seems to stretch multiple mythologies. Like, it's not just sticking with one thing, it's just going anywhere. So, I'm loving this. Like, the artwork is so dang cute, y'all. Like, okay, y'all. The Magician. Look at how adorable this stuff is. Okay, like, okay. And I'm trying to find, because I don't want to show y'all every single one, but y'all. Okay, y'all saw where that went. Like, it's going all over the place, y'all, with its theme. This morning I had visions of a Native American dream catcher carousel, and I've been trying to create that on AI art, and God bless the AI art. It understands to an extent and then stops understanding from there, and it's a brick wall. Actually, it's a digital wall. Seriously, such gorgeous stuff. Like, yo. Okay? Okay, and this is called Tarot of the Divine, by the way. Inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. Let me get a little closer. Tarot of the Divine. Right. And it's everywhere. Oh my God, this is such a gorgeous image. Look at that. Because we don't all know what that is. Okay? Y'all. Y'all. Okay? Such gorgeous. They ain't kidding when they say it's from around the world. This has got to be, and I hope I'm accurate in saying this. I mean, no offense. Sleeping Beauty. But that this has got to be the most worldwide open inclusive deck. Like, it's everything and everyone and like, okay. Isn't that great? Isn't that absolutely wonderful? This reminds me of the 13th Warrior, because all I see is the 5 of them. That's all I see. I love the tower. It's Rapunzel's tower. Because of course it is. I love this. Absolutely love this. Such great stuff. Y'all. It goes as everywhere as it can get. Like, wow. Okay. Yes. Y'all, this is truly a worldwide deck. And then, of course, it's got the regular swords and all that. So, just some amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this a good shuffle. And we're going to give y'all a reading with it today. Because I actually have a lot of stuff to catch up on that I've kind of been lazy for, the weekend, because it was my birthday and it was a medical procedure. So I kind of just spoiled the crap out of me and let St. Alan spoil the crap out of me. Boy, when I say that, wow, that's hard to shuffle. Oh, holy wow. And so I tend to do this as a way of shuffling these big decks. Like, there's only so much my little hands can do, y'all. So yeah, I'm still also dwelling on that dream I had about the train that was faster than the speed of color. That still blows my mind. I think I actually saw something, and most people don't. I have so much to do. And then I couldn't finish my walk this morning because I go for a walk every morning and I do my yoga in the afternoon, most afternoons. And if I don't do yoga, I go for a bigger walk. But I couldn't finish my walk this morning because the new sandals I bought, I've been trying to break them in. And there's no breaking these things in. And I could have lived with the annoying strap. But I couldn't live with the fact that if y'all are wearing sandals and a stone gets stuck in your sandal, what do? You shake your foot. You turn your foot to the side, grab the heel, and give it a wiggle, and the stone falls out. Not these. These have decided the stone is one of them, and they're not letting it go. And I can't walk like that, which means I can't use these shoes. So I sent it back this morning, and I'm like, yo, I searched up and down Amazon for a pair of sandals, and I found nothing. Nothing that's been worth it. I have bought and returned multiple pairs of sandals and nothing's been worth it. Y'all, there's no good sandals. Why are you shoe manufacturers not making something better? Like, don't y'all wear sandals? Make something better. Oh my God. And make it not $90 too. Y'all getting ridiculous. I understand inflation, but y'all getting ridiculous. This is getting way out of hand, y'all. God, what were the husband and I? What was the husband and I looking for? Looking for something. Oh, I don't remember now, but we're expecting, and I understand we're getting older. Well, actually, we are older. I understand we're getting older than that, but we're not so out of touch that something that we're expecting to be a $40 hit is coming up $90 as a regular thing. I'm like, this should not cost $90+. Oh God, I wish I could remember what it was. But even $30 was we would have expected that to be high end. No, That was barely low end, and they're wanting to push upwards of $90 plus. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. God, I don't remember what it was. It was something like not even, you know? Anyway, y'all getting out of hand. Something's got to give, and it can't be us. Y'all keep expecting it to be us. Y'all, something's got to give, and it can't be us. We're going to get to... Anyway, I don't want to get into that in this channel. Let's do a reading. Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups is usually a new emotional situation, the start of something, the beginning of something, because aces are always a beginning. I also use them to represent a 1 month time frame sometimes. Aces and tens I use to represent months or sometimes years, depending on the other cards surrounding it. So an Ace of Cups, so cups are an emotional situation, new beginnings, new loves, new romances, new emotional opportunities. Those who are looking to start something, now's the time. All right? Which, Five of Swords. Okay, I don't feel like actually pulling out my Cat People Tarot deck. I can just look at the image on the card and see that there is someone who is dealing with some pain and woe. It looks like someone's been giving a verdict almost. I'm going to double check the meaning of the card, but it looks like someone's been given either a verdict or a sentencing, and they're weeping their circumstances. But I'm going to double check that because I actually have the book in front of me. Oh, wow, yo, it actually tells you, it actually tells you what's going on. Like, oh my God. Okay, the five of swords. Okay, Five of Swords. Actually, let's look up the Ace of Wands first because that's awesome. That's swords. I'm looking for cups. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is... y'all forgive me if I don't pronounce this. I'm an ignorant American. Matsuo's Saki. I'm so sorry. I know I'm butchering the name. I'm so sorry. But it's Japanese mythology. The Ace of Cups marks a new beginning, the reason to drink and be merry and to open up to subconscious feelings. Saki is a drink of the gods, bringing people closer to the spirit world. Ooh. I like this tarot. I think I'll make it an extra effort to learn this one. Okay, and then Five of Swords. As opposed to, when I say learn this one, I mean as opposed to comparing it with other decks and going with the generalized, this is what this card generally means. No, I'm talking about going to the in-depth of this one. All right, I think I want to go deeper in this one. Five of Swords. Okay, so we have Osiris, Set, and Isis. So we have Egyptian mythology. The Five of Swords represents a fight won through deceit. Set overthrows his brother Osiris and is seen gloating over his brother's inconsolable wife, Isis. While Set represents a tyrant of a victor, Isis is a defeated combatant who will eventually bring about Set's defeat. So it is representative of surrender, betrayal, bullying, violence, and crime. And again, y'all, I'm so sorry for the butchering of names. I wish I knew all of it. And as I learn this deck even deeper, I'm going to look up all these names and learn to pronounce them correctly. But that's going to be a time-consuming work-in-progress type thing. Speaking of work-in-progress type thing, I've actually got to continue my D&D stuff. My new design of the game that I'm doing is a tedious work in progress. I'm doing a lot of typing. When I say typing, I don't mean on a computer. I mean on an actual typewriter with index cards. I'm going that far. I see why they make books. All right, y'all, let's pull a third card. And we have an upside down Page of Wands. So let's look up what the Page of Wands means. But that's a really lovely image. Okay. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Oh, wow, I'm going to pronounce this wrong again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Window? Did I say that right? Let me know. Republic of the Congo. Oh, wow. Nyanga? I'm so sorry. Nyanga mythology? The Page of Wands represents a childlike optimism and carefree rebellion. For Window, every situation is made fun by a swish of his magical fly swatter. He makes many enemies, but just as many friends who help him in this journey. And in reversed, it represents like naivety, petulance, a lack of imagination, and pessimism. Oh, well, this just isn't about me. So, yeah, I guess my mind went there. For those of y'all who are getting the cold reading, may it do something for you. I know what it's saying for me. It means I need to take a look at myself and how I feel, but no. I at the same time, I kind of really, like, y'all, I kind of really stand behind the decision I made because if you want someone in your life, have them in your life. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. I have work to go and do. All right. Bye, y'all.